The situation on the ground continues to deteriorate for the Ukrainian military. Zelensky just recently announced that up to 60 to 100 Ukrainian soldiers a day are dying in the conflict, with over 500 injuries during the same period. These numbers are absolutely staggering. No doubt this is wreaking havoc on the morale of anti-Russian forces participating in the conflict. Each week, increasing numbers of videos are being posted online by Ukrainian soldiers suffering from artillery bombardments. As these continue, there are more reports of soldiers unwilling to head into combat in Donbass. The intense combat in the Russian separatist area is seen as a death trap to many of the Ukrainian soldiers fighting in this conflict, one that many are unwilling to sacrifice their lives for. The NATO-aligned media has been unwilling to report the numerous videos of Ukrainian soldiers abandoning their posts and refusing to fight. Primarily, their complaints are that they aren't being equipped well enough to survive the conflict. Others have complained that their commanders are not going with them, and that they are being used as cannon fodder. The situation has gotten so bad that the 115th Brigade has ceased fighting, and many of them have been arrested for desertion. There is a video online of the men announcing their refusal to fight, but it has been blacklisted by the mainstream media.
Доброго дня, Україна! В першу чергу ми б хотіли, щоб нас почув президент України Володимир Зеленський та головнокомандувач ЗСУ пан Залужний. Раніше подібне відео записали також перший батальйон 115-ї бригади. Ми взвод 115-ї бригади 3-го батальйону, який зараз базується в Сєвєродонецьку. Звертаємося до вас, пане президенте та пане Залужний, та всього українського народу. Ми відмовляємось виконувати бойове завдання у зв'язку з тим, що у нас немає належного захисту позаді, а саме важкої техніки, яка прикривала би нас, та належного керівництва. Ми чекаємо на підсилення уже другий тиждень. Нас відправляють просто на вірну смерть. Немає ніякого бойового керівництва, жодного бойового командира, немає техніки, немає поваги до людей, абсолютно нічого. Ми не відмовляємось від захисту своєї держави, але ми хочемо мати належний тил та належне бойове командування. Ми не одні такі, нас багато. Ми відмовляємось нести службу в 115-й бригаді. Слава Україні!
As this conflict continues, increasing numbers of civilians are being called up as reserves in order to feed the conflict inside of the country. Already as it is illegal for military-aged men to leave the country. That would be men between 18 and 60 years old, because many of them are soon going to be participating in the conflict. It has been reported that thousands of Ukrainian men have deserted the country to avoid being drafted into combat. The New York Times reported that according to records from regional law enforcement officials and interviews with people inside and outside Ukraine, smuggling rings in Moldova and possibly other European countries have been doing brisk business. Some people have paid up to $15,000 for a secret nighttime ride out of Ukraine, Moldovan officials said. Ukrainian politicians have threatened to put draft dodgers in prison and confiscate their homes. But within Ukrainian society, even as cities continue to be pummeled by Russian bombs, the sentiments are more divided. The situation has long been portrayed by the mainstream media as Russia being the aggressor and looking to commit a kind of imperialist expansion into its neighbor for its own benefit. Yet Russia continues to insist that the conflict is necessary in order to stop the expansion of NATO, which is an organization designed specifically to fight Russia. They also say that it's necessary to stop the shelling that has been going on against the civilians in Donbass for these 8 years, another fact that has been largely ignored by the mainstream media. Regardless of the cause of the conflict, it seems 100 days into the war, there is no end in sight. Already the Western governments have called on Zelensky to make concessions to the Russian government. Those calls have been answered with angry denials punctuated by epithets. It appears that Zelensky is unwilling to take any negotiation measures to end the conflict. Reporting from Niagara Falls, Jason Unruhe, MRN. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.